Okay, abusia me makwa abaso so edeba Ghana politics avenue so abusia yembonra yensemu President Mahama ama OSP kisi ejaben ultimatum se on submit Ken Ofori Atta ne docket no to Attorney General office within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. Na OSP kisi ejaben, he is in bed with NPP criminals. Or protected NPP criminals like Kevin Taylor, Ababe, exposing a big timer, or just say President Mahama in taking quick action on a OSPKC Ejabenya Waman ultimatum within 24 hours. Mama Yankona, Yankonko T and some course unsubscribe, subscribe, like and share my Afro so and sa into me and Kabiaha, Ghana Politics Avenue. So and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that any updates be a better piano.
Where we are. Inti Kisieja being onim. Say Ken Ofori Atta. Ono na air protecting Ken Ofori Atta. Ono na air making sure say Ken Ofori Atta will never come to Ghana to face a prosecution. It is Kisieja being who is protecting Ken Ofori Atta. And majority of the people like Kisieja being say Wafromo and they are under investigation or Obwa. He's protecting and shielding those people. That is how he makes his money. Into who say the people are mentioning you are in fact corrupt, and their evidence showing say you are corrupt. He'll come in quickly. He'll come in before the IOCO, he'll come in before the CID and tell them to stay away. He is in charge of the investigation. Remember, the OSP office is under the Attorney General's office. If you don't know, the OSP's office, it is under the Attorney General's office. If the Attorney General demands or asking for a document, the OSP has no choice. He must give that document to the Attorney General. Why do you think he's not doing that? We have given this guy $14 million. $14 million. He cannot show anything. He has not prosecuted a single soul. It's Mumbusa Kisieja being Ochina say, why hasn't he provided these documents to the Attorney General? You see, sometimes, right? And I'm doing this because I want the president to know what is going on. There's a lot of bad people. There are a lot of people who want to destroy your government. And I'm telling you for a fact, Mr. President, so when you see Jabe and I will go to office now, your government will struggle. Your government will struggle. Because Kisie Jabin is doing business. Kisie Jabin is one of the richest people in Ghana. So Kisie Jabin can crank up all the much and also with jail and there. People are negotiating, using the office to do business. And that is what Kisie Jabin is doing. As we speak, Ken Ofori Atta has been assured by Kisie Jabin that he will not expose or transfer the docket and the investigations he's done so far. Parliament approves 146 million budget for Special Prosecutor's Office. Almost $14 million. $14 million. Almost $14 million to the Special Prosecutor's Office. We are asking him to provide just the investigative report. Just a docket. Just a docket. Just a docket. And you see, Mr. President, there are people in your government who are moles giving Ofori Atta and his group information every time your government, especially your intelligence, they decide on what to do about Ken Ofori Atta's issue. There are people in your government who are the ones feeding information to Ken Ofori Atta and his family. Mr. President, Mr. Jakpa, your group of investigators you work with, you have a mole in it. And those people are the ones feeding Ken Ofori Atta and his family. Every decision you are taking when it comes to investigations, finding the corruption, and the steps you people want to take, there's somebody in your circle, Jakpa. The national security must circle. Our two people, they are the ones feeding Ken Ofori Atta and his family information here. And the OSP is also helping. The OSP's office needs to be shut down. This man, Kisie Jabeng, needs to be sacked. He cannot help. Ken Ofori-Atta, as far as Kisie Jabeng is the OSP, Ken Ofori-Atta is never coming to Ghana. I'm telling you on authority, Mr. President. Yes. Me say, as far as Ken Ofori-Atta, as far as you have Kisie Jabeng as your special prosecutor, Docket Nikutano, or say ordinary investigations, Ken Ofori-Atta will never come to Ghana. And it is a deal between Kisie Jabeng and Ken Ofori-Atta. He's never going to bring him back. So if you want the people to trust you and trust your government, Mr. President, if you want Ghanaians to know that you are different and that you want to leave a legacy, the special prosecutor's office tomorrow morning, they need to hand over the docket to the Attorney General's office. They need to hand over the investigation report to the Attorney General's office. Kisie Jabeng is the one blocking Ken Ofori-Atta's extradition. At least, must show evidence. The simple question I also be able to say, what is stopping the OSP from just giving the Attorney General Ken Ofori-Atta's docket? What is stopping him? This man, Mr. President, you need to sack him and investigate him. Not just sacking. The special prosecutor needs to be sacked, and after he's sacked, investigations need to be open on the special prosecutor because this man has caused a lot of damage. And if you don't take care, if we are going to play games, we are going to think this is normal, this OSP's office will shut down your government. He needs to be sacked and he needs to be investigated. I have a lot of report on this man, and he cannot stand before me and deny any of the reports. None of them. The simplest question is, why is the special prosecutor refusing to work with the Attorney General? Why? What will make the special prosecutor, who every day Ojina TV so can say, maybe somebody can Ofori-Atta ba, maybe not go to Interpol so yeah the neighbor me investigation. Why is he not collaborating with the Attorney General to make sure Ken Ofori-Atta has been extradited? Because he works for Ken Ofori-Atta and his family. The Attorney General is using us to do business. $14 million. Akrantia ba kurampo ontumi prosecute here. The guy is making money out of us. He needs to be sacked and he needs to be prosecuted. These are very important things. We need to investigate the special prosecutor. In the next 24 hours, we need answers from Kisie Jabeng. Why? Why he has refused to respond to the Attorney General. The docket, the investigative report, and other information that will be necessary. Why has he decided to ignore the Attorney General? It is because Kisie Jabeng, it is because the special prosecutor is doing business with Ghanaians. Let me tell you, Ghana for. The kind of information I'm on, majority of you people don't have. And I can tell you on authority, I don't trust the special prosecutor one bit from information I'm in. At least, me betina handen man kase keke. I showed you document and I've given you a document to take to him and say, is this true? If the media really want to save this nation, when it comes to the fight against corruption, a war enemy, we can force for corruption to be nullified. Tomorrow we need to confront this special prosecutor and ask him, is this document a lie? Did the Attorney General write to you? And then the one responded, Docket no papa dia. Investigative report no papa dia. Why don't you want us to see it? It is because no man investigations now are uncovered. No. So or release here or say and they can Ofori-Atta ba Ghana. He's not going to do it because there's a deal. First platform. Now the Aza any atra na omudi air to galamsey so every person of the Ghana for the anye juma. And then the omaba almost say, 24-hour economy. John Mahama abino. So why in 24-hour economy dia we fairly Ghana for. John Mahama abino. Sisiano 24-hour economy no. And any idea se went to me anya na Ghana near and the Yesi hospital amano no we failing no. John Mahama ban no 24-hour economy no went to me anya e kwan na wo se wo ya akwa aflawo wo de fa eyeku wo de fa nkranmemu wo de fa asantimemu ring road a wo ye nyina no na we faili Ghana for. Join this forecast say 24-hour economy no say entumi amba so a na John Mahama na say osi eye regional hospital kra na John Mahama faili. Almost say even though dollar na John Mahama pick free 17 ababedru 10 nyoma eko ye aya edwadifo etimi fa nyoma de ba no. Join news for say John Mahama anya bibi e friend 24-hour economy na John Mahama faili Ghana for. Now you ask yourself as a journalist, how do you understand 24-hour economy? So what 24-hour economy as say any event as a journalist you will not stand on TV to say John Mahama Abano I implemented 24-hour economy the way you want it. I will feel it. Now you are not fit, you are not qualified to discuss national issues. 24-hour economy is not an event. 24-hour economy, it is never an event. And I want Ghana for Joyce. This young man, he does not really understand what he's talking about. He's playing with words. He is playing with words. And the reason is that Yaya Garam say Jandam na anye juma. Into right now, let's try something else. Yan say bibi betuma stick here. Yan say the 24-hour economy no conversation about and na ebetumi aden ebetumi 24-hour economy. It's a process. Institutions and individuals. It's a process where institutions and individuals will get the opportunity to be part of building an economy. It is not saying NAPCO. Yakojina Independence Square. You get 100,000 people wearing t-shirt, and then that will tell Ghana for say NAPCO is effective. So you need to distinguish between what we call a policy that has impact on institutions, individuals, and a policy that is not imposed. This is a policy where people are supposed to willingly enroll onto it when they see other factors of the economy coming together. So when John Mahama's administration says 24-hour economy, it is not something on a placard or something on a slate that will be going around and given. Some things needs to come together for the 24-hour economy policy to be effective. Now, how do you get your economy running on 24 hours? You need consistent electricity. Now we have a government, abanya, so I'm making sure say o kanye jinaso energy. Anamebwa. Now you want to run the economy in a way where every single part of the economy no obia hu betima hehana obetimi aye adwuma ama embre dodo no akoso. I'm talking about working longer hours. That means increasing productivity, whether government or individual, whether commercial or private. So the 24-hour economy I say we want to extend the time we work. And how do we extend the time we work? We can only extend the time we work when there is consistent energy. And when I say consistent energy, I'm talking about inkania jinaso. So when fundamentals no right, you would think the 24-hour economy is an event. It is a Akuffo Addo ye no ewo Independence Square no. Now, when you get the energy sector solid, standing on its own, you can rely on it. You need not just energy, you need reliable energy. Reliable energy. So obi a cold store. When you say the kanya ni be jinaso, enya dia ebe dundum ama waboka. You need reliable energy, and that is what the government is doing. Now, you need security. Now, recently, I say, on my way, a by way, more police and more military men. Now, you can start your 24-hour economy. If you don't have the security to protect that industry or whatever policy you are putting in place, 24-hour economy runs through the night. And you need security to make sure, say, every company, every entrepreneur, or person longer hours is protected. You still cannot end up having effective 24-hour economy. So one, the government is also looking at making sure they have been able to employ enough security personnel to make sure, say 24-hour economy is start here. That protection, security now, it is there. Now, recently, you say, Aban Eka 24-hour village. And every constituency, they are going to start making sure, say, at least they have what we call a community market. It will run longer hours. You need protection. You need security. You cannot just say this market will run 24 hours. And I say any juma through the night and could do maybe at 3 a.m. and at 4 a.m. without you having the necessary security to protect people. And see, when you come on TV, that's what I say, 24-hour economy is something that if you don't do, you have failed the people. Right now, when you go to the port of Ghana, it is running 24 hours. When you go to the passport office, it is running 24 hours. When you go to DVLA, it is running 24 hours. The government has started building this nation. Journalist where Ojina Joy as one Okano, he sees 24-hour economy as an event. Or expect to say NDC abino ebefre ubia by Independence Square. Ni abe launch 24-hour economy. Ni abot drums, ni asa. Ni watch say a policy has been launched. No, practically, you need to get some things right, and sana a policy can be effective. You got a policy are decisions you take that will change the lives of the people positively. And no. Because me policy, me a politician, me policy. It is just an idea. Ube to me the assassin brabo and different policy. Now, when you have the idea and you are not able to implement it effectively, that policy is a waste of time. And that is what we have been used to when it comes to the NPP as a political party. Into Bawumia, any NPP for you 33 policies. But Ubusan's 33 policies, how has it impacted the lives of the ordinary Ghanaian onto me country? Because they were just ideas. They were not ideas that can be practicable, that can be practiced, that can be put in use, that can change the life of the young man. Indeed, there are differences between political talk and practical policies. And it's all Bejina TV, so that's what I say. 24-hour economy, say NDC government, and to me, anya denya, and to me, anya, no, fairly bibia. Then you don't understand what 24-hour economy means. It is basically like a cycle. It intertwines. Say passport office here, Juma effectively. Also, I say courier services souvenir Juma effectively. Say courier services here, Juma effectively. Omo ede eye passports no command for on during every time of the day. Then it means say people are going to get their passport quickly. Now, when people are getting their passport quickly, it means those who want to use the passport to do other things, they are also going to be able to do it quickly to also whether travel or internally to get what they want to get. Now, after that, there's another chain. Into Unum say when you say 24-hour economy, it is basically like only a waso form. The ants come around it and everybody takes a piece of it to make sure say baby omdi kobiano ayeden asomwa momo. It is not an event. I will say Independence Square. Ni akase 24-hour economy. Now there's a part in the statement video I'm butcher no baby na jandam no or can be for say NDC aban and there yes, Akuffo say 24-hour economy omuntumi enye because they are bringing in more alcohol. No, that is not what the man said. The Gihok boss, he did not say in Saeba Ghana into 24-hour economy. No, they cannot implement. That is the jandama, these media houses, journalists, young journalists. That's what they do. Listen to the video again. The last part of it. He was talking about Gihok.
There are reasons to be cautious. Going to be something. And yesterday we've heard about Gihok. That is saying that they're struggling because of imported alcoholic beverages that are coming into the system. Then the 24-hour economy will not work if it is all talk without show.
This is where the problem is. I had a problem, no. I had a deceit, no. I had a misinformation and disinformation, no. And you see, he's basically lying to the ordinary. He's lying to you. Now, Gihok boss na Sembe no Kanye. Listen to him.
Of competition, now it's not coming from the Europe, but everywhere. China, there are a lot of competition. So we started at 24 hours and not clocked. As I said, most of this now is short. You are here to ensure how I work. I'm able to let my staff be motivated and feel like Ghanaians. But you had a company that for a very long time they were not doing adverts, but they felt they had a very superior and well respected products. It's true. It's true, but as you all know now, if you mention Castle Bridge and Hermafric, I believe if you are not 40 and above, probably we are looking at Abensu, I have Kumasi alone, we have over 22 other products that are competing with us.
Okay, I was winning and my course of our political highway. So a year President Mahama, the Ultimatum or the market, see Ejabeno, and I Kevin Taylor, Eddie Honsem, about to Jah, Eddie Amaya, and also subscribe, like and I share my Afro-Fronso and Sa into me and Kabiaha, Ghana Politics Avenue. So, and don't forget to click on the notification bell, send any updates be a better piano, once a bit to me, I can, Madam.